Hello, my name is Andrea Ransom and I've been with Rockwell Automation for a little bit over 20 years. I started here right after graduating from Cleveland State University with a bachelor's degree in computer science. One of the purposes of this video is to make engineers aware of the different support roles outside of the product support team. My initial position at Rockwell Automation was supporting Iris Logix 500 software and the communications between the software and the controller. Controllers like SLC 500, some Pico controllers. We eventually started supporting Iris Logix 5000 with CompactLogix under Sal Conti. This team transitioned into what we call the Advanced Information Software Group, where we focus heavily on asset management, data management, reporting, and analytics, which includes databases like SQL Server and Oracle. I really wanted to develop technically and grow professionally. To reach my career goal of becoming an application support engineer, my career path started with focusing on two shorter-term goals. Phase one of my career path, the goal was to become a senior technical engineer. This allowed me to be recognized technically while taking on more leadership responsibility. Phase two of my career path was to volunteer for software development type projects, which was delivered through the application support team. This exposed me to the type of work the team delivers and allowed me to showcase how I could help. Customer calls in the Advanced Information Software team can be very complex in nature and require some extra effort, even off the phones. I will use my backline time to replicate a customer's issue, and in some cases, I will come in after hours. As a senior engineer, you may be responsible for collaborating with the commercial engineering team by going to meetings to report the team's issues and receiving a status update. You also may be asked to be the acting supervisor of the team when needed. When new employees start in the group, you are responsible for being their mentor and training them on the software that you support. During my journey of becoming an application support engineer, there were other projects that came up in the application support team that required someone with the advanced information software skill set. Projects came up where we had an opportunity to get off the phones for a day or two, to work on historian migrations, as well as asset center deployments. This was a great transition for me because when you work with our enterprise customers, you're developing a relationship with them. This requires you to have username and passwords to their systems in order for you to do your work remotely. Once I saw a need for this skill set with the application support team, when the requisition became available, I applied, and here I am. In my current position, I am the lead engineer over several accounts. My role within the team is to support our enterprise customers with install and deployments with FactoryTalk Asset Center, FactoryTalk VantagePoint, and FactoryTalk Historian. Our customers rely on our expertise regarding software upgrades and when to migrate their software to newer operating system. As you may know, we operate in a restricted area due to our customer security requirements. Within our group, we have fewer tech support calls, meaning less volume, but higher engagement as we work to develop relationships within the application support team. A lead engineer is an extension of the on-site staff for our enterprise customers. We manage the rules of engagement, which ensures we have an active connection to site for remote access and that any site-specific documentation is accessible and accurate. When a new customer purchases an application support contract, as a lead engineer, you may visit the site along with the project manager to make their experience more personal. During this visit, you'll sit down with the site coordinator, collect documentation and project files, and take a site tour so you can understand how everything works. Now that's a summary of my role on this team. However, we have other engineers that do remote monitoring of customer systems and report any alarm activity to avoid downtime, which ultimately will save our customers some money. I hope this video gives you just a little insight of what we do in the application support team.